And now brunch is one of our favorite meals around here, but sometimes going out to a crowded weekend brunch can be a lot. And it's also great to make it at home. And so to take your brunch to the next level, we have some wines here that will pair perfectly with whatever you might be serving. And here to walk me through his 6 picks is Ole Thompson, wine director for Esquin Wine and Spirits, which is down right here in Soto.
Yeah, just down the street.
Oh, which is perfect for us. And I'm loving your setup today. So you're going to walk me through 6 picks.
Yes.
And we're going to start with this one, a white wine, correct?
Yes. This is a Chardonnay. It's from Oregon.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this is for all those people that think they don't like Chardonnay.
Which is me, so I'm going to, walk through this. What can I expect with this?
In Oregon, they're starting to make Chardonnays that are really more like French Chardonnays. So they're not what you're used to. They're not the big oaky, buttery Chardonnays. You get how that has like a lemon type note to it.
Like
flinty, yeah, very bright. Goes great with food. Goes great with seafood.
Yes.
Salmon, oysters.
Maybe like a lox, like bagel toast or something in the morning could be good to pair this for brunch.
Yeah. I mean, you could drink it by itself too.
I mean, on a sunny day, yes, I can see why being outside and drinking something like this would be so delicious.
Yeah.
I really like this. I'm a little shocked. Chardonnay is usually not my friend.
Okay.
So you were worrying me. We were starting
with Chardonnay. Yes.
Okay, moving right along though, we're going to something sparkling. What's next up?
Next, we're going to go to champagne, because what goes better with brunch than champagne?
That's
you want to talk
usually
about
the go-to.
Something with lox. So I mean, yeah, champagne goes with everything, of course, but in the morning to start your day off, nothing better.
There really isn't. Cheers. I'm sorry, I just partook already. It's very good.
Yeah, so this is a house that's brand new to the West Coast. It's one of the most popular brands in Europe. It's a group of 220 growers that banded together 60 years ago. So it's the vineyard owners themselves that make this wine in Reims and Champagne.
Oh my goodness, fantastic. Champagne to me is always like a celebration as well, so it's just like to find any excuse, and I think brunch can always be a celebration, don't you think?
Yes. I think you should just always keep a bottle of champagne in your fridge. There's always an occasion for it.
Done and done. Okay, next up, it's looking like a rosé. We're going into a rosé.
So, brunch a little bit lighter. This is kind of a cool bottle of rosé though, and you can see
it does look cool.
When you smell it, it's got more flavor, kind of more going on than the typical rosé. And that's because this is from an area in Italy, in Abruzzo, where they traditionally make it. It's called Cerasuolo, which means cherry wine, right? So, and you can, when you smell it, you get that. You just get that hit of
a cherry.
Bright red cherries. It's delicious, and it goes so well with food. And it's a rosé that can even make a red wine drinker happy.
This is making me very happy. Red wine is, how did you know? Red wine is usually what I tend to go for, but really bright, definitely can, like, the smell too when you go into it just gets you excited about what you're going to taste. So.
Right. There's notes of tangerine and other notes as well, but yeah, it's got lots of flavor.
That's fabulous. Okay, moving right along. What is it? Is this also a rosé, but lighter, to your point, I guess?
This is a sparkling rosé. It's Rosé Bubbles. It's a champagne house, but it's a champagne house who's making this in California. I used to work for Chandon, but this is Piper Heidsieck that makes this in Sonoma. And it's got some Pinot Noir, which is why it has a little bit of color to it. But it's also under $20. So this is something that, when you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can get this. And we were shocked when we tasted this at Esquin at how good it is. I've featured it a couple of times on our ads just because of the value.
$19.99. Okay, we got to try this one. I would never know. No one would ever know. That tastes very expensive.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Yeah. You have just been bringing the hits today, my friend.
That's why we taste wine all day long. Our motto at Esquin.
You know what to do.
So Esquin is the oldest wine shop in Seattle, and the motto at Esquin is we taste a lot of bad wine, so you don't have to.
Boom. That is a good mantra right there. Okay, and red wine. I'm usually a red wine girly, so what am I drinking?
So this is Robin Pollard, who lives on Vashon Island. She used to head the Washington Wine Commission, and she's partners with Chris Camarda from Andrew Will. She has a little 10-acre vineyard in Yakima that's focused on Cabernet Franc. So this is her specialty varietal. It's straight Cabernet Franc. It's made at Andrew Will. And I just feel like she's one of the quickly rising stars in the state. She's making amazing wines. The wines are great values. This is $45, and it's her top most expensive wine.
And so you said this is a Cab Franc. So what am I going to be like the notes that I should be like tasting with this?
Cabernet Franc, as opposed to Cabernet Sauvignon, is going to have a little bit more of that kind of pepperiness to it, you know, where you smell it. And you can smell kind of the spices and the pepper.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a leafiness, but kind of a pleasant leafiness to it.
I'm like, I guess I don't usually order this on the menu, and I should. I love this.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Holy moly, I can see why she's a rising star. Okay, that one's coming home with me. And we have one more that we want to talk about, another rosé.
Yeah, so this, you could call it a red, you could call it a white, you could call it a rosé. This is a guy named Riley Davis who manages Elephant Mountain Vineyard in Yakima. And this is his winery. It's a natural focused winery, so this is an unfiltered wine. It's a co-ferment, so he makes it with 50% Grenache, a red grape, and then 50% Picpoul, a white grape, and then lets them ferment together. So you end up with a wine that's kind of rosé colored, but has the flavors of the Grenache, has the bright acidity of the Picpoul.
I've been having a hard time finding a natural wine that I like, and you have brought it. This is good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for being here. We so appreciate it.